Hey there, this is Real Talk Baseball. I'm Carlos Baseball. With me, as always, is Willpower, and Tony Snap is on his way. He should be in a few minutes. We have a lot to cover today. We have something interesting before we start the show. Will, you posted something on Instagram, and a lot of Padre fans didn't like that, right?
Yeah, it seems like we attracted a lot of attention from a lot of Padres fans. I didn't see anybody else commenting or
Yeah.
anything, but yeah, they didn't really like my picks for my overrated team too much.
Well, it's like, come on, man. There's three Padres on there, right? And there's two Dodgers on there too. Like, it's not being, that they're not, you're disliking the Padres. It's just those players that you put on there. Actually, I mean, right? I think Tatis needs to prove himself. We already talked about that, right? And the other two, Lamet and Paddock.
Paddock.
So I don't disagree with that. It's just in order for you to put hate on someone or hate on the team, they got to prove themselves first. They got to make a lot of noise before you can even, you know, be like, why are you hating on the team? It's like, no, dude, we're not hating on them. We're just looking at it like, okay, uh, we want them to do good, right? But those are players that do need to prove themselves, and you're saying that um you're saying that that those players are not going to be performing, right? Or they're going to be performing and
They're not going to be performing to the
what the
caliber
draft, right?
what their ADP says. I
Yeah,
mean, I is Tatis really a number one overall pick? In my opinion, no, he's not. I mean, we've seen 140 games from this guy, and last season we only saw him face pitchers in the West divisions, the National League West and the American League West. Majority in the National League West, which you did see some pretty good pitching. You saw Bueller, you saw Kershaw, Urias, pretty much the whole Dodgers pitching staff. But
yeah,
other than that, every single pitcher in the West divisions, other than the Dodgers and Greinke, are kind of trash, man. The Angels, no pitching. The Mariners, no pitching. The A's, they have a couple solid pitchers, but no legitimate ace.
yeah,
The Astros, all they really had was Greinke because everyone else was hurt. And kind of just going through every single team in the West divisions, like I didn't really see anyone that really stood out as like aces that really that Tatis could really face against. And even when going to the playoffs, he really only saw National League teams still.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's. I mean, I don't know. I just saw the comments, and I'm like, all these Padre fans started saying that, and it's like, come on, dude. Like, uh, I, I don't think they know that we're Dodger fans, right? But you did put two Dodgers on there. You put
I
two
did.
Dodgers on the list. Who
Yeah, I
were
put
they? Like,
Cody
can you?
Bellinger and Trevor Bauer.
Yeah, Cody Bellinger and Trevor Bauer, but Trevor Bauer is the most. He's going to be the player that's going to get paid the most this year, right? And then Cody Bellinger. I mean, he was an MVP in 2019.
Yeah.
So those are two players that already have done something with their um, playing career. Cody Bellinger has won a World Series already. He was an MVP, and then Trevor Bauer, he was the Cy Young last year. So, you
And
know,
almost won a World Series when the
with
Indians
Cleveland,
lost, when
with
they
Cleveland, yeah,
they gave up that 3-1 lead.
in Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting season, 2021. I'm glad that the Padres can go ahead and have a nice team, and you have those fans crawling out of I don't know where, but they're
Well,
crawling
San
out of.
Diego doesn't have any other sports teams going on. So everyone from San Diego, they're kind of just like joining the Padres bandwagon now that they're winning, they're spending a lot of money. It's an exciting time for people that live in San Diego that actually follow sports. The Chargers are gone. They don't have a hockey team. They don't have a basketball team. All they have is the Padres. So all the support from fans are, they're going to the Padres. They don't have anyone else to root for. So
They don't. Hey, have you ever been to Petco?
no, my son has. Um, his mom's husband was a big Padres fan, so
Okay.
he was able to go down there to San Diego, and he went to a couple games. But I
Nice.
have yet to been to that park. I've been to Anaheim,
Mm-hmm.
Dodger Stadium,
Uh-huh.
Chase Field in Arizona,
Yeah.
Citizens Bank in Philadelphia.
How's that? Is that cool?
It's a really nice stadium, dude. It's really nice. They just did some work on it. It the work that I saw that Dodger Stadium had done, it reminds me a lot of Citizens Bank. How they have like kind of like the middle where you can actually walk across now instead of
Yeah.
how it was just like that like tarp covered area.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? Like at the batter's eye.
And the batter's
Now
eye.
they have
Yeah.
like restaurants in the back and like a bridge that you can walk across. Citizens Bank is like that, and then they have like a little area for kids to, play like on this little tiny field just for like batting practice with wiffle balls,
Mm-hmm.
or they have like a pitch clock machine where you can throw a ball and see how hard you can throw it. I don't
Oh,
know
so
how
they have like
accurate.
activities for you guys out there. That's
Yeah,
pretty cool,
yeah, it's
man.
really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They did that at Dodger Stadium too, where they added a little playground up in the nosebleeds, and then I
Yeah.
think they did something else out there in the outfield. I mean, we still haven't been able to go see because
Well, plus they also had the Viva Los Dodgers, right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
was on. I think it was one Sunday out of the month,
yeah.
every
I think it's
month.
in September.
But that
September.
would be in the parking lot, so
Yeah,
it wasn't really part of like the game itself. And
yeah,
I think it was only before the game started,
yeah.
or after the game was
I
over.
think it was before the game. It was a 1 o'clock start, and then they have all kinds of activities. But yeah, it's is that are those all the stadiums you been to?
Oh, and Yankee Stadium.
Oh, you've been to Yankee Stadium?
Yeah, I went to
Nice.
Yankee Stadium about 2 years ago when I first moved out here because New York is only a 2 hour drive, and my son and I we were like, hey, let's go check out the Yankees. So we
Yeah.
ended up watching the Yankees beat Houston.
Oh, so you went and see the Astros, not the
Yeah,
Yankees. And what year was this? 2018?
2018.
2000,
So it was
2008.
before the whistle was blown, but it was after the Dodgers had lost to the Astros. So
Oh,
it was nice to see the Yankees beat up on the Astros.
okay, okay. Yeah, I've been to Chase Field too, and I kind of didn't like it. We sat in the outfield, and
Was
there's
the dome
certain
open?
area. What is it?
Was the dome open or was it shut?
It was shut. It was shut.
It's really nice
Yeah,
when the dome's open.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just the dome was closed, and I don't know. There's certain areas in the ballpark you can't really see. So we were sitting in right field behind the pool, and if you try to look at center field, like let's say the ball was hit deep center to the warning track, you won't be able to see that. It
No,
kind
that's
of like I guess yeah, the way the seating is for that area is not all that great. I didn't. I mean, it's not. I didn't like the stadium. It's a pretty nice stadium. When we went, it was more of a Dodgers D-backs. It was way more Dodger fans out there. Just like when we went to Petco. Petco's a nice stadium. I actually liked it. We sat on third base side, and there was a lot of Dodger fans as well. Um, so yeah, Angels the same thing. That stadium's a little bit old, a little bit run down. I can see why they want a new stadium.
yeah.
And yeah,
They were
and
talking
then the
about going to
Texas,
Long Beach for a little while.
that would have been dope if they would have gone to Long Beach. It would have been the Long Beach, or it probably would have been the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim in
Yeah.
Long Beach or something like that. I
Whoever gives them
don't
the
know.
most money, right?
Yeah, yeah. Jasper just said good evening. Good evening,
What's up,
Jasper. Thanks for
Jasper?
tuning in, man. So yeah, dude, it'll be a good thing for the Angels to have a good stadium, though. Oh, if you guys are just joining us, make sure to click the subscribe and hit the like button. If you guys can, if you guys are enjoying the show, we are just going over some things that now talking stadiums and talking. What about food? Where did you try the best food at, man? Was it any particular
Um,
stadium? Or the
honestly,
most current one you went to, right? Was Philly, right?
yeah, that was the most current. They got a restaurant there called Tony Luke's, which
Yep.
has Philly cheesesteaks. I guess that's what they're famous for.
Yeah.
Philly cheesesteaks, in my opinion, they're overrated, man. It's like it's $12 for a sandwich that it's good, but is it worth $12? I don't think so, man. Honestly, I'd
Everything in
rather
the
have.
ballpark is expensive, though, man.
Yeah, that's true. But those Philly cheesesteaks actually at the stadium are more like $18. But what's up, Tony?
What's up, Tony? Hey, Raul just came on. He said, "What's up, guys?" He said,
What's up, Raul?
"LBC Angels," laughing out loud. Yeah. What's up, Tony? You hear us?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you guys.
What's up,
We
man? How's
are
everything?
live,
Everything good?
brother. We are live.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right, man. That's all right. Give me a little chance to give out a shout out to Compton Advocates. They send me a coffee mug. If you guys want to go ahead and donate, go ahead and do that. They need anything is accepted. So I'll put the link below after the video. But yeah, Compton Advocates. There we go, right there.
That's
Boom.
sick. Compton
Yeah, it's
anything's
cool.
badass.
Let's continue. Let's continue. If you had a stadium you wanted to see, like which stadium would you go to? And if it was all paid for, like would you choose a West Stadium, or would you choose something like in the Central? I mean, what stadium would you go to, Will?
Honestly, man, like the one that's really like on my go-to list is Wrigley Field.
Wrigley?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I
That-
I just want to see that stadium in person. It's one of the oldest stadiums. It's been around forever, dude. And there's so much history right there, you know.
Yeah. I honestly I want to go see Boston. I want to go to the Green Monster, dude. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to go to the Chicago. Which one?
I'm actually not too far from Boston. I can drive there in like 3.5 hours, I think.
And you still haven't gone, man. What you waiting
The
for?
Dodgers have played in Boston since I moved here. I'm waiting for them. I don't want to waste going to a Boston game when they're gonna face the Orioles or something, you know.
Yeah.
I would still go.
Actually, Baltimore's pretty close. I could drive there in a few hours too. Another one that's on my to go list.
Yeah. Sam, I can't pronounce your last name, Jakowitz. I hope I said it right. Do you think if I trade bets for Ryu, Merrifield and Baskets, the catcher in a points league, where stolen bases are worth 1 point, I'm guessing, it's a mistake? I need depth. So when do you guys want to?
Who's your other outfielders?
But it sounds pretty decent.
It sounds like a decent trade.
I mean, if he really doesn't have any like infielding and pitching,
Yeah.
It really depends on who you have. If you're going to give up Mookie Betts, who's probably your best outfielder, what other outfielders do you have? And you're getting Merrifield that could replace that outfield, but he's also eligible at second base on most fantasy sites. So also, who's your second baseman? Who's your primary second baseman right now?
yeah. Well, I mean, if he's gonna be taking bets, I'm sure he could just slot in Merrifield in the outfield.
Yeah.
But
you're gonna be losing a lot of power production, and
wow, he says he also has Soto, and he has a stack rotation. So his team is very, very good.
If he has Soto, then and he needs more depth.
A good trade.
Where's
3 for 1?
Where's
the
Ryu's going? So round 6.
Yeah.
Round 6.
That's a really good play, dude. Honestly, like
So 2 round 6, and then
so he has Bieber, Giolito, and Snell in his rotation too, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take a wash on that steals, man. Take a wash on the steals. I would just
only
stay.
1 point.
In points leagues, it doesn't really matter too much. You're getting a high batting average player who scores a lot of points because he's going to get a lot of hits in Merrifield, and you're also going to get a elite pitcher, an elite starting pitcher that he's probably only going to pitch about 160 innings this season. He doesn't really get too high above that usually, but honestly, man, those guys are going to help you win your playoffs more than one player will. So
Oh
I
my
I
gosh.
think uh I think I would do
You
it.
want to hear the rest of his team in the infield? He has Seager, Bryan, and Olsen. So
So nobody's stealing for him except for like
yeah,
Mookie. Mookie's got
But
like
but
20.
but
See,
it's a
but
point
but let's
thing.
think about this. Let's think about this. That one point is Mookie Betts really going to steal a lot of bases? And like
probably
are
like
they? I mean,
20.
Yeah, I'd say like 20.
and that's
And
20 extra
yeah, and
points.
then Merrifield is only projected to hit 25.
Yeah, he doesn't steal
Wow.
like he used
That's
to.
kind of tough, man. It's like a
Sam, you got a good team, Sam. I
yeah,
I I'm seeing. Yeah, he has a pretty good team. He has Mustakis as well.
If
right.
it's a keeper league,
Who
I
would you
say
be
no.
dropping? Who would you be dropping? That's what I want to know. I
Mm.
want to know who who
You would
who
have to
you.
drop two players.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He will have to drop two players.
Who's his catcher?
Unless, yeah, that
Who's your
too.
catcher, Sam?
Yeah,
Hopefully he writes right now.
it's an
Everybody's.
intriguing trade.
If he's gonna
Mookie
get
Yeah, it is intriguing though.
around.
It is.
Vasquez, Vasquez from Boston, right?
Let's see who's gonna
Huh?
who's he getting from a catcher? Just some weak catcher?
He said he might just stay with the number one bets. So
Yeah,
I
that's why
honestly I
I
would
feel
stay
like
with
a
bets.
wash. Yeah, man.
Well,
Like
if it's a keeper
you just
league,
lose the steals. Everything else you're gonna be like if it's categories, you're just gonna be losing the steals. But even
well,
then, it's not that much of a difference
His
Merrifield's
between
catcher
catching.
is
Merrifield
Real
and
Muto. So his
Wow.
catcher is Real Muto.
is it
Yeah.
a is it
He
a
has a
double?
stacked team,
Oh
dude.
no, no, yeah, your team's already stacked, man. You're probably gonna win that league.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
I
No,
wouldn't
he's
do
good.
anything. Leave it alone.
So Jasper said he was offered Bregman for Story or Lindor today, and he has both. He turned it down.
Bregman for
He's
Story.
like, nah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I'd rather
Yeah,
have Story than Bregman because I think Bregman is coming off
yeah.
of an injury.
Yeah, but Bregman's also eligible third and shortstop.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Story.
Story hit
Sam, did we answer your
He's playing
question?
in
Hopefully we did,
Colorado.
man. And it was just we're just listening to you. We're just watching your team. It's a pretty stacked team, dude, and you're hearing it for Tony Snap and Will Power. You have
Don't
a
do
good
nothing.
team, man.
Decline.
Yeah, yeah, just decline it. The issue is Bit is more guaranteed. Ryu and Merrifield are like what ifs.
Yeah,
They are
yeah,
what ifs. They are
yeah.
what ifs. Like you
hmm
have bets that's gonna get you a bunch of points. So why even try to get a
And you
pitcher?
already know the type
And
of
and you're
player.
gonna have to drop a player if you get two players, right?
Two players. Yeah, and they'll
Yeah,
probably be like the last guys he picked
He'll
up,
probably
but
drop Vasquez, right? There's no point in keeping that guy if you have a Ramuto.
yeah.
they are a little old. Yeah, they are a little old. And then you have what? I was able to trade for Jansen as well. Jansen,
Kenley
the
Jansen?
closer Jansen, Clenley. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's saying Clenley Jansen.
Well, the Blue Jays got a Jansen, the catcher.
Uh,
But I wouldn't trade. You probably pick him up at the
You
bottom of
might
the
be
barrel.
talking about Danny Jansen.
Yeah, yeah, that's my boy. That's
oh
my coach.
man,
Hey man, those are
you,
my
you, you should,
sneaky catchers.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Danny Jansen
I think that was
and
that was.
Sean Murphy from the Oakland
Oh
A's.
yeah,
That guy's good too, man.
yeah, man. I'm
Look at
talking
those
about
guys. Hey, your mic sucks,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I don't know if it's just me
Who?
talking over you, but Will.
mine
Oh,
always is kind of like that when we all talk at the same time. Mine
Oh,
like cancels out.
my bad.
so it is Kenley Jansen, the closer.
Who did you trade for? Like who did you give up to get Jansen?
Yeah, who did you give up, Sam? Damn. Hopefully he didn't give up something like something special. So
I know, cause he might be let
Santander
down.
for Jensen.
Who?
Tony, you like
Santander?
Santander, right?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
Santander for Jansen. Dude, that's a steal. That's a
Yeah.
steal.
that's a steal.
Cause Santander's a what if, and
Wow.
so is Jansen, cause like
Bro.
what if he gets goes back to his old ways and giving up hits and games,
Yeah,
but at the same
yeah,
time, it's like if you're playing like a categories league, that's a steal because of what the potential saves that he has, compared to Santander, who is probably a power hitter, but he's also only been around for a year, really hasn't proven himself. And
yeah.
I believe Jansen is going like round 12, where Santander is going like round 17. So that's a steal, man. Good job. You're
Hey, and you're not. He's in the points league, I believe, in the ESPN points league. So, yeah, it's a great trade. That's Tony Snap is saying.
Yeah, especially
Um,
because your outfield's stacked already.
Yeah, you had
Like,
a Soto and
one
Betts.
outfielder is
Oh,
not the end of the world, you know.
how many players are in that league?
it's
That's what
probably
I'm
like an
thinking
18.
too. Like,
I'm
how
thinking
many
18.
teams?
If he's picking up Betts and Soto, like
18, bro. 18.
8 teams, eight
Uh-huh.
teams.
Yeah.
Um,
Because a lot of
yeah.
people are probably going pitcher heavy the first few rounds.
Yeah, that's
So
usually how it goes.
he's saying he's trying to stack up on pitching because the points are more for pitching. Um, it's kind of like the other league we're in, right? It's kind of getting to leveled, right? It's the pitching and hitting. So, hold on. Oh, it's a 12 team.
Damn, and he
Really?
ended up with a team like
What
that?
the hell?
Yeah.
How?
What?
How?
Oh, I don't know.
That doesn't even make
Wow.
sense. These people must have been really just going
Yeah.
for pitchers at first.
Wait,
Maybe
Garrett Cole and who else?
Garrett Cole. No Garrett Cole.
I thought you
That's
said he had Cole.
I don't know, man.
Mm-mm.
Everybody must have been, even if they're on auto, like that's still. How did you get that?
Oh, okay. So he traded for Soto. He traded. Who did you trade for Soto then? Like he traded for Soto. So he didn't pick
Yeah,
Soto like right off the bat. He picked Betts right off the bat. So then he traded for Soto. Like who did you trade for Soto? Did you give up pitching for that?
man. I wouldn't even try to do anything from what I've heard already, man.
So he traded Osuna and Gray for Soto.
Dude, I would have fucking
Marcelo
stayed with.
Zuna
Yeah, more than likely Marcelo Osuna
and Sonny
and Sonny
Gray.
Gray.
That's a great trade. That
Yeah,
is
Is
a
it?
great trade. I
yeah.
would
For
try
for
to have
for
Sonny.
Sam, is it Sam?
Yeah,
Yeah, for
Sam.
Sam, that's a great trade for Sam.
yeah.
That other dude was
Yeah.
sleeping. My number one. Gee,
Yeah, man.
either one of those guys can go number one overall,
Yeah.
man.
Juan
It's
Soto won
Wow.
the batting title in 2020, and he has legit MVP potential for 2021. I wouldn't doubt. You know, they compared him to Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They're comparing him to Tony Gwynn. But with more power.
Right.
Tony Gwynn was more like
He was just
a
a
doubles
slap
guy.
hitter. Like he got a lot of hits. Average was insane, but not a lot of home runs. Soto
Yeah.
can bang with the best of them. He can hit 40 home runs in a season.
Yeah. Hey, good job, Sam, on your trades, man. He said he did a lot of trades, and I mean, your picks are pretty dope.
he
Yeah,
trades like I would trade, man. Like
yeah. So Tony Snap is one of the guys that actually would trade for players like right
yeah.
away. So he's gonna be like
I'll
on it.
start
And what
throwing.
you're
Hey, I'll
saying,
throw it out there, man. It really comes down to seeing what other teams need and what you have excess of, or what you feel like you can get rid of. Man, this guy must be a seasoned fantasy player. Probably, I would say at least 3 years, 4 years, if not more. But man, it all comes down to just reading other teams, seeing what you have, seeing what you want, and just throw trades out there, guys. Like the worst they can do is just decline. But you also don't want to do nothing to where people don't want to even work with you. You know, people are like,
yeah,
this guy is
yeah. You
offering
get on
trash.
people's nerves a lot,
I
Tony. You
do,
do
I
get on
do.
people.
But see, I'm so persistent where it doesn't. I don't let it face me. Like, okay, if you don't want to, I'll find someone. There's gonna be 11 other guys that I can do it with, or you know.
Yeah. Hey, Jasper is saying that he doesn't trade until like 2 weeks into the season. I'm kind of like that. I stick with my team maybe a month,
2 weeks is
a
still
little
early.
longer than Jasper would, but like I would hold on to a player because I'm like, oh man, I drafted him. How am I gonna let him go?
Yeah,
I guess I get attached to that player, and I
yeah,
shouldn't be doing that in fantasy baseball,
yeah.
especially
No,
when you have money involved. When you have money involved, you shouldn't be doing that. You should be like, nah, man, he's not getting me any points. I'm gonna let him go.
Yeah.
And I guess I get attached to players, man. Like I don't do a lot of transactions, and this year's gonna be different though. I'm learning from you guys. So this year's gonna be different. This year I got a feeling I'm gonna be able to make it to deeper than the first round in playoffs for sure. So
we'll see. We'll see.
Hey, so
yeah,
check this out. Sam
yeah,
just
yeah.
posted again. He said that this is going to be his first season doing fantasy baseball.
Damn,
Oh
man.
man,
Those
he's
those are
stacked.
some
This is
those are
really
He
some
good.
posted about a week.
elite moves, bro.
I know. He must be a legit fan already.
Yeah, he
Like,
probably
he's
knows the
saying he
stuff
did a lot
already.
of research, but And that's some like veteran fantasy baseball moves right there.
Yeah.
And the season
Yeah.
haven't even started, so you're actually picking up players that are gonna do really, really good. Well,
You know,
they're
usually
projected
don't-
to do really good.
right. I
Yeah.
usually don't do trades before the season starts, but if I have an excess of like sometimes in the draft, I'm thinking about a guy like I don't need this guy, but he could be trade bait, so I'm going to pick him up right now. So in those circumstances, I do try to, trade before the season starts. That way my team is already set by the time the season starts. If I already have 4 outfielders and one of them's going to be my utility, if I draft a fifth outfielder that's just going to sit on my bench, if it's a decent one, I try
Mhm.
to just go for the best one. So that way, that guy I can keep in my team, and then I can trade maybe a guy that's a little bit better. So that way I can upgrade my shortstop. Like if I get an Andrelton Simmons or something like that, maybe the extra outfielder that I have, I can, give him my outfielder and Andrelton Simmons and trade for like a Trey Turner or something like that. So you gotta
Yeah.
look at your weaknesses, like Tony said. Look at your weaknesses and look what you're willing to give up, so that way you can make your whole team good and not just certain areas.
Yeah.
Well,
Totally
I
agree.
always look at certain areas, dude. Like thanks for giving me that tip.
I know, man.
I'm
I'm
like,
like worried about this season, to be honest. I feel like I'm giving
yeah,
out
dude.
gold
Because
out there, man. Like all my little tricks. Damn it. I
what, dude?
honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Gold? What?
Yeah, man. Sean Murphy and Danny Jansen, dude, that's gold. Those guys are gonna hit. Even
Yeah.
Severino from Baltimore, that's another good catcher, man. You can sleep on a catcher. Don't grab a catcher. I want to grab. If you do grab one, I would just say like Will Smith, Grandal, and
The
Ray
top five,
Muto.
the
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Salvador Perez. Um, I think Wilson Contreras will be
Gutierrez,
like the last one that you can really like try to shoot for, and then after that, there's not really like any more elite catchers.
McCann, McCann. Don't sleep on
McCann's
McCann,
okay.
guys. Don't sleep
McCann
on
has a
What
lot
McCann.
would you say,
more.
McMahon?
McMahon. Yeah, this. I mean, there's a lot of good catchers, man. If you guys just want to hold off on it, but to
Guys,
each
if
their
you
own.
just joined us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Like it will do a lot for us. Even if you don't like the video, hit a thumbs down or a thumbs up, whatever. We appreciate everything if you guys can go ahead and click that for us. But yeah, let's move on, guys. I know me and Will started talking about the picture he posted on Instagram and how like a lot of Padre fans got on the case on his case because there was 3 Padres on there. You saw the picture, right, Tony? Did you agree with that, or you didn't agree?
Um, yeah, I agree with.
Except for
Uh,
Bellinger, you gave me shit about Bellinger.
of course, that's my boy. Like, how you gonna put Bellinger and not Yelly? You know,
Man, Yelly's better, dog.
Yeah.
fuck you guys.
Hey, Sam got another trade. So Sam got another trade, and he wants to know if it's all right. I was able to trade Blackman, Bundy, and Corbin for Beaver somehow. So he traded Blackman, Bundy, and Corbin for Beaver. So who won that one? Who do you guys feel like won that
Blackman,
trade?
Corbin,
Honestly, I would have
And
and
Bundy
who?
kept Blackman
And
and Corbin.
and Bundy. You would have kept
Bundy
Corbin?
Bundy's garbage, but for Bieber, who
he's got a lot of number one picks, man.
it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Well,
On
Yeah.
a 12 team,
Bieber's
a
like
lot of guys must be new too. Then.
maybe.
He's like saying, "Is this unfair?" And I'm like, "I think so." If I was a commissioner, I'll probably veto that. Like you know what? You have too many number one picks, dude. Like, how is the commissioner allowing all this? I mean, the season haven't even started, and people are giving you all these players. Like, oh man,
He
you're for,
said
for sure gonna
Blackman,
win.
Blackman,
Blackman, Bundy, and
Burns.
Corbin. No, Blackman, Corbin, and Bundy
For Bieber,
or Bieber. Yeah.
I would have preferred to keep Blackman and Corbin. I think
Blackman and
the
Corbin.
combined of those two guys are going to get me a lot more points than just one of Shane Bieber, because Shane Bieber has a lot of questions. He only faced teams in the Central last season, so
Uh,
yes, he was Cy Young. He
and it's
was
his second,
under a
third
two
year.
ERA, his third season, but
Hmm.
he's going to be facing all these other lineups now. He's going to be facing the Yankees. He's going to be facing the Astros, who started looking good at the end of the season in 2020. He's going to be facing the Dodgers probably. But there's a lot of teams that he's going to be facing now that he wasn't able to face last season because he only faced the Central in 2020.
Oh man,
Yeah, yeah,
Jasper.
that one's kind of rough too when you think about it.
Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like keep
yeah,
doing it, man. Cause I, I don't know, man. Like, cause you can replace almost those points from probably somebody on the waiver. You know, like if they're decent enough, you get two other guys that can come close to it at least. I
yeah.
don't know. I sometimes it, yeah, I don't. It's a tricky trade, man.
It
But
is.
It's a
It is.
gamble.
yeah,
It's
It's
always
a
a
gamble.
gamble when you trade.
Everything's a gamble. Everything's a gamble though. Like you don't know if Soto's gonna get injured. You
Right.
don't know if Bieber's gonna get injured. Like if these players were guaranteed to play all season and you were like, oh yeah, I got them all season, is not guaranteed. Everything's a gamble. You're trading off some of your pieces to get your team to start well, right? And you get someone that gets injured. Oh man, that would suck. And usually it happens at the beginning of the season. That's why I was talking about these 7 innings, man. These 7 innings in spring training. You guys said that is really important for them to actually play, but they're only playing 7 innings. They're not playing the full 9 yet. Imagine when that first game starts, like they're going to play back to back to back every day. There are going to be some injuries out there, man. And I don't want to predict when I feel like someone's going to get injured with Dodgers. It's going to be Justin Turner. And
Yeah.
that's what I feel. I feel that
Well,
he's
Dave
gonna get
Roberts
injured like
already
it's
said that Justin Turner is going to be the everyday third baseman, but he's not going to play every day. He's going to get at least one day off every week.
yeah. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. So then
So
you know
Edwin Rios will
that's
probably slot in whenever, they're facing a right-handed batter or a pitcher.
yeah.
And if depending on what the score is towards the end when that pitcher comes out, maybe they'll switch it up and have Justin Turner pinch hit for Edwin Rios and then stay in the game. But
Yeah.
you got to keep Justin Turner healthy, man. He is legit like the best hitter on the Dodgers right now, the best pure hitter. He's I think he lacks in power, but other than that, like his eye is so good and his discipline is so good and his hard contact rate, he line drives a lot. You just got to keep him healthy, man, and the only way to do that is to give him regular days off.
And you're forgetting the big presence he is when he's in the he's batting. Like he takes a lot of pitches. He probably takes
Yes.
like 4.4 or 5
yeah, he's
pitches
patient.
and at bat. He's patient. He's really patient. So he's gonna waste a lot of pitches on that at bat. Oh, Jasper just said that he feels that he's concerned about having Bieber now. He might trade him. So
Sorry.
yeah. It's you know, I don't know. Like, do you feel like Bieber's not going to do all that great? Will, like, I know you keep saying
I
that he's gonna. He
I
only
think
pitched in
he's
the
gonna
Central.
I think he's going to be great, but I don't think he's going to be anywhere near Cy Young and under a 2 ERA like he was last season. And I don't think he's worth a first round pick or an early second round pick. I think he's closer to where maybe like Kershaw is going, where
Yeah,
it's like the
that's
beginning of round 3, something like that. I can compare Shane Bieber to Kershaw. I can't compare Shane Bieber to Garrett Cole or Jacob deGrom, and that's kind of his ADP. It's deGrom, Cole, and Bieber, and they're all going within like
round
5
one.
picks of each other, and that's way too
Yeah,
high for a guy that only had the best ERA in baseball when he only faced teams in his division.
yeah. It's too like what is it called? I remember he got roped in the playoffs against
Yeah,
the Yankees, man.
exactly.
And
Exactly. You
and
face a good lineup, and then look what happens to your Cy Young winner.
yeah,
It could have been nerves. It could have been where he just wasn't familiar with the Yankees lineup, but they were familiar with him because they just teed
big
off,
time.
man.
Yeah, they just teed off on everything he was throwing, dude. He didn't. I didn't think he even got out of the second inning, the first inning, second
Yeah,
inning.
and he
Yeah,
threw a
it's
lot of pitches by that time too.
yeah. So yeah, not trying to like say anything bad that oh you should trade him or get rid of him or not
Oh,
pick him, but it's just with the sample that we got in last year, it's not enough for him to be ranked at that spot where he is for ADP, right? You're saying
Exactly.
he's going with Cole and Degrom in the
yeah.
same,
Yeah, he's
yeah,
going like 5 picks after Degrom, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have someone more seasoned, someone who has proven themselves. Like even you Darvish, maybe even Bueller,
Yeah.
Kershaw for sure, Scherzer for sure. Yeah, Nola. I think I
Yeah.
would rather go for a hitter if and I've been doing that in my fantasy draft picks. If Cole and DeGrom are gone, I go for a hitter. Even if it's like Trey Turner or Yelich.
Yeah, I know you don't like Yelich. Why? Why don't you like Yelich? You think he's not gonna do good? I think Yelich is he's gonna come back and do good, dude. I
No, no.
think I know you don't like him. You just like over Belly. I know you're a Bellinger fan, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't
I
want
think
him.
it's just that, because they always compare the two. They always had like a friendly rivalry. I think that's all it is. I'm more like you remember like what do I want to compare it to? Remember the women when they had the Twilight, the vampire thing? Was it
Uh
like
huh.
team
Team
Jacob and
Jacob
team
and team something
some
else. Edward, was it
Oh
Edward?
yeah, yeah.
Tony, you know you were
I'm
all into
team
that,
belly,
dude.
baby. Team belly.
Yeah, and I'm Team
Yeah.
Yelly.
All hearts and shit. That's
Oh
my
my
boy,
god.
bro. So I'm always gonna be talking trash about Yelly. I think that's just how it is for me.
Yeah.
Yelich is a good player, man. Great. I just see a higher ceiling with Bellinger. Maybe not consistency whereas Yelich is, but dude, the
Yeah.
power, the glove. I just love everything about him.
Hey, dude.
Mm.
So I know you're in love with Belly. You should get you a shirt.
I
Um,
have one.
Oh, you have one? Okay.
Yeah, here, hold
Okay.
on.
All right. Hey, before we continue, like I want to say that they're gonna. I read something on ESPN that they're gonna allow fans into the state. Oh, there you go, Bellinger. They're gonna start letting fans into the stands this season. It looks like majority of the stadiums are gonna allow 20%. That's including Los Angeles, and they're still thinking it's maybe, but it's looking more like it is going to happen that way. The only one that I saw that they're not going to allow fans, just I believe it's Minnesota. They're allowing fans, but they're only allowing 1,000, I believe, which is kind of crazy to me because I didn't think COVID was, they had high numbers out there, but I think every stadium is allowing 20, and then after that they're gonna move into the 50%, and hopefully before the season ends, they're trying to get everybody like have full access,
Well,
have like it was before.
I think the Blue Jays are still not even playing in Toronto this season, right?
No, because they don't want them to travel cross
In and out of
country,
the
I guess.
country, right?
Yeah, in and out of
So
the country, exactly.
that's one stadium that's not going to have any fans this season.
Yeah, unless they're gonna play in Buffalo. They played in
Yeah,
Buffalo last year, right?
that's where they played last
So
year, so they're probably going to do the
Really?
same thing again.
Again? Don't-
yeah, I mean that's what MLB is actually doing, right? I mean,
I mean, it's
if
it's
that's
close enough to Canada where if there are some fans up there that they can drive to Buffalo to go see their team play.
yeah, yeah. I know for sure. Some of the stadiums are gonna only have their team fans there because you have like San Diego will have their Padre fans in there. Los Angeles will have nothing but Dodger fans in there. The Yankees, the same thing. So once that 20% moves out of the way and it starts growing to like let's say 50, then you probably start seeing the different fan base in different stadiums. It's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be kind of like you going into a basketball game. You know how you see all these yellow shirts, especially when you come here to Staples and see the Lakers. You see nothing but Laker fans in there, and you hear like the loud crowd. Right? It's any stadium in basketball. You're gonna kind of see that in baseball now, where 20% is in there, and all those 20% are actually fans of the home team, and it's gonna be kind of crazy to see that.
Yeah,
Um,
tickets are going to be expensive.
yeah, I'm not paying no $8,000, man, for a ticket, especially not for opening day, dude. Like Raul mentioned last time. Fantasy scholars here. How's it going, man? Um,
Scholar.
yeah. So yeah, dude. Anything else you guys have for for us, or you guys can ask anything. Tony Snap is here, anxious, waiting
Oh
to
my
see any more trades or trades that you guys have done or are going to do. This guy loves trades. And then Will, man.
Yeah, that's
Hey, Will, did you get into it with anybody on Instagram today or no?
A little bit. I mean, just on my overrated fantasy team that I posted, I got a little bit from Salvador Perez, a little hate for my Fernando Tatis pick, a little
Yeah.
hate for my Rafael Devers pick.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, the
everyone else,
Rafael Devers, why so like he hits the ball pretty hard, doesn't he?
yeah,
he hasn't been up to potential that everyone said he was gonna be.
right. He was
Yeah,
supposed to be like
he's
this amazing. He was a good prospect, and then he comes to MLB, and the transition just wasn't as easy for him as it has been for other elite players.
he
And
reminds me of Guerrero Jr.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
some guy who
I can see that.
was known for, and he plays third base too.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
Rafael
Hopefully he
Devers.
has a decent season, but I mean, when you look at his draft, and I think that's my only problem sometimes when I look at these overrated fantasy teams is that is that they're going like some of these players are going where they should be going, and it's like it's not overrated, I guess. But I don't know. Some of these I do agree with, like Calvin Biggio. I don't agree with that one just because he's going super late, isn't he? 60,
Um,
60.
73, 62. I wouldn't put him in my top 50, but definitely probably top 100, especially because of the eligibility at second, third, and outfield. I
well,
think that's
72, that means that he's going in like round 5, right? Or
see,
6,
look, where's Merrifield? I agree with Merrifield. Where's Merrifield going at?
round
I think
3.
a lot of people agreed with that one, Will,
43.
right?
Yeah.
Merrifield. A lot
Yeah.
of people agree with Merrifield.
Tucker. I agree with that. Tucker. I agree with Arena or whatever his name is.
So
Andy.
Arozarena.
I just pulled
Randy
up Rafael
Arozarena.
Devers numbers from the past 4 years since he broke out into the league. And his best season, 2019, he hit 311 and 32 home runs. But the season before that, it was 240 with 21 home runs, and the season before that, 284 with 10 home runs, and then this last season, 263 with 11 home runs. So his power production is probably there, right? He's going to hit 30 to 35 home runs. But do I believe more like the 240 and 260 average, or do I believe the 311 average? I think I'm more closer to like the
260.
260 average. And a
Yeah.
260 batting average with 30 home runs, that's nothing. It's nothing special. There's a bunch of other guys in the league that's going to do that too. You know, um, I don't see the difference between drafting him and maybe like a JD Davis that goes later than him that's available
Bro,
at
that's a big jump though. JD Davis
well,
to
JD Davis is young
Devers.
and
I would say like Suarez,
oh,
low
I'd
batting
rather
average,
have
but
Suarez.
high, you know what I mean? Like a low batting average, but a high home run ceiling. Suarez is going what, 73? Yeah, I would much rather go for that guy. Uh,
Yeah. He's gonna have a lot more home runs than Devers is.
yeah, and he's been, I would say, kind of proven. He probably had an off season last year or the year before that. But he's decent, man. He's really good. I thought the Dodgers were gonna try to go for him actually.
Who
Um,
for who?
for Eugenio Suarez from the Reds.
Suarez.
Yeah.
That's they didn't sign Justin Turner. I think he was one of
No,
the
if they didn't sign what's his name?
who
Bieber or Bieber Bauer.
Bauer. Hey, we just
Yeah.
got a question from Raul. He asked if what you guys think about Bauer since you brought him up. His first start. Did you see it?
I like him, bro. He's over
I
there
know
playing.
you've been saying that all show. You love Bauer.
That's my other man crush. Team Belly, Team Bauer. I'm all about the bees. These my bitches. This is my I love them. Seriously. Calvin Biggio, I'll keep it going.
So you didn't like Will's post on Instagram then. You didn't like how
Yeah,
Biggio beat there, huh?
Biggio, Bellinger, dude.
And Bauer. Bauer is
and
on the
Bauer. Look
pitching
at
one.
oh my god. And like with Marcus Stroman too, I feel like he's going so far down that he's not how you gonna overrate a guy that's going in round 20?
The only reason why I did Stroman is because he opted out of 2020.
Yeah.
And a pitcher taking off a complete year. Same thing with David Price, right?
Yeah.
And David Price even said like he's willing to go to the bullpen if that's what's going to help the Dodgers win. But Stroman's not going to say that. Stroman's like, I'm a starting pitcher. That's where I'm supposed to be. But I mean, the dude's like 5'9". He's a little guy. He doesn't throw hard. That could kind of help with his possible injuries, because usually guys that don't throw as hard don't get injured as easily as flamethrowers do. But because he took off the whole season, honestly, in my opinion, he shouldn't even get drafted.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh man,
that's rough. Yeah.
Rose said the killer bees, Tony. The killer bees right there.
Heck yeah.
Bauer, Belly, and who's the other one?
Biggio. I like
Biggio.
Biggio. Man, those are some good players. But
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer, man, he was playing a Pirate this weekend, or when was it? A few days ago?
A few days ago, he closed an eye or something. He said,
Did
I'm
you
only
see his
using one eye?
did you see
Imagine
his
if I use
tweet?
both.
Did you guys see his tweet where it was a video? It
No,
was
I
him.
didn't see it.
It was Trevor Bauer as Captain Jack Sparrow. So it had, and then you could just see him looking at it like another boat that's like the
Yeah.
Padres, and like he shoots a cannon at it or something like that. It was pretty good. It was
All right.
funny. It's a funny little
Well,
meme.
send it to us so we can put it up on Instagram, man.
Yeah,
We
it's
can go ahead
funny.
and
It's
do that.
funny.
Funny, dude.
But yeah, man, Bauer's gonna do good, man. I don't know. All I can say is that we were just talking about Stroman. Stroman and Bauer got into it not too long ago too for racism or something like that. I don't know.
Really?
It's weird.
Hey, so the fantasy scholars say he actually likes Stroman. It could be a nice sleeper. And I
Yeah.
believe Tony Snap said he was a good sleeper as
Heck
well.
yeah.
I said that
It's
also.
a low risk, high reward. So
Yep. Yep.
yeah,
That is very
and
true.
that is
Yep.
really true, dude. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Fantasy Scholar, he has his own YouTube. If you guys want to go and check him out, he has some
Yeah.
good video, good information.
Right after
as
you
well.
guys subscribe to our video and channel, and like it, you guys can go over there and give them a couple of likes too. But make sure
Yeah.
you guys subscribe with us first, and then
Yeah,
no offense,
I've
Scholar.
seen his
but-
videos. I've been seeing his videos. They're good.
yeah, he's good. He's good. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. I think Stroman. I think I picked up Stroman on one of my drafts and mock drafts we did live. And like I think I picked him up super late. I didn't pick him up early at all.
The thing I
So-
see with Stroman is I see him as a streamer. I'll pick him up when he's facing like a weaker team, but I'm not gonna face him. I'm not gonna have him go against better lineups like when he faces the Phillies. I think the Phillies are gonna rock him.
Oh,
I think the Yankees are gonna rock him.
But
They're-
wait, he hasn't pitched in the National League, has he? He
Mm,
got traded to the Mets,
Toronto.
and
well, he was with
hasn't pitched,
Toronto. He was with
Yeah.
Toronto. He's
and he
been
got injured.
pitching-
He got injured.
got injured,
was
and then
injured.
he took
Yeah.
2020 off
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
the COVID. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't see him more than anything than a streamer. And
Yeah. Andrew Healy is a streamer to me, and that
Mhm.
guy's going right behind or right in front of Stroman. I don't know Stroman. I think just because of the run security that they can get, I think he'll be all right.
yeah, but that's still
Hey,
not gonna
hold on.
really
Before we
count.
continue, Jasper said he subscribed like 2 weeks ago. Jasper, we know, dude. Thanks, man. Like, we're not forgetting about you. We're not forgetting about you, man.
They're like, stop yelling at me.
Yeah, so Jasper's on our fantasy league. So yeah, man, big kudos to Jasper, dude. Thanks for subscribing and watching all the time, dude. And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
really
Big ups to
we
Jas.
appreciate everybody, dude. We appreciate everybody that's actually been hitting the thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. We're doing more and more of live feeds. I believe that we're getting more people interacting with us. I think that's
Yeah,
the way to go, because I feel like when we do something that's more recorded, it's not really like hitting as much as this. And actually, the interaction is actually really, really fun. I see how Tony Snap and Willpower actually interact with you guys. It's really cool. And if you guys have questions or anything, you can actually shoot it to us on our email. We have realtalkbaseball@yahoo.com as well. And then we have Instagram, TikTok, and we even have a Twitter account. So we actually have the Spotify, but the Spotify, like I said, is more recorded stuff. So you guys can go ahead and check that out too. So yeah, dude, honestly, like this is something that we've been trying, and we were camera shy, and now we're actually doing live, which is something really completely different than what we used to do, right? Will,
yeah,
Tony, I know you
Mhm.
started like in
Real.
like what, 3 months ago. You just
yeah.
picked off with us, man, and it sounds like
Liquid courage,
it
bro.
it takes it takes
Liquid courage.
Okay, so
yeah, so
Fantasy Scholars said didn't Marcus Stroman pitch for the Mets a few games, and actually he did. Looking at his stats,
he did.
Yeah.
he pitched 11 games in
Uh-huh.
2019 with a 4.15 ERA.
Yeah, see?
So that's
Ooh.
not the type of guy that I want to keep on my fantasy team. That's the guy that I want to stream. You know,
That's
pick
your
him up if
bench
you have
player.
to-
Yeah.
It's
See,
well,
gr-
pitchers
gr-
like the pitchers that you have on the bench are the ones that you want to stream. So you drop those and then you pick up other guys to keep on the bench, and you have your 2-start pitchers. If I have Marcus Stroman pitching against the Yankees, I'm gonna drop him and try to pick up a different pitcher that's gonna have 2 starts that week.
yeah. Don't do that,
Yeah.
guys. You guys got Strowman. You guys leave him on your bench. He's playing against the Yankees. Just sit him down.
Don't
That's
be
fine.
surprised. Don't be
Yeah.
surprised if that guy's ERA is above 5 this year.
No way. Oh my God.
What?
Scholar, drop some knowledge on this guy. Bro.
He goes like, yikes.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Five.
A 5
Andrew,
ERA?
I see Andrew Healy at 5. I see, geez, a lot of other players, but geez, like Aaron Cloud, Chevelle. Is that what?
Pivale,
Yeah, that guy.
that guy.
Yeah, maybe even Tristan McKenzie.
McKenzie.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but
man. Tristan McKenzie, he's young. We haven't seen enough from him yet.
you know what
No.
scares me about that guy? He's got no muscle. He's just
He's
bony,
thick.
and he
But
reminds
you
me
know
of
what, though?
like a
Chris
skinnier
Sale is
Sale.
still
Yeah,
pretty-
yeah, yeah. He
Oh,
reminds me
man.
of him, but like bonier, and
Yeah.
he just
Or
looks so
like Carl
fragile to
Edwards
me.
Jr. Carl Edwards Jr. is a little stick too.
Who?
Dude,
Carl Edwards Jr., the reliever.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That guy's a little stick figure too. I don't know. I'll probably be passing on those guys.
dude, but remember Tim Lincecum, how small he was and how
Yeah.
hard he was throwing? Oh
He
my
he
God.
looked a little more filled out though. Come on,
But
That was a
Randy
uniform.
Johnson,
That was a
too.
uniform, dude.
that
Come
was
on.
the uniform.
That was a uniform, man. He didn't fill that up, dude. He was wearing
Yeah.
a schmedium and he still didn't fill that up.
Hey, but Randy Johnson too. He was a stick. I mean,
oh,
he was
yeah,
a
but how
giant.
tall he
He
was.
was like
Oh my
7'8",
God.
but I mean, he was pretty skinny too.
Ah,
He was
come
all
Dude,
on.
look, I don't know about you guys, but I think a lefty pitcher is always going to dominate, man, because he always has a lot of movement on his fastball.
Right.
And then imagine being as tall as Randy Johnson, throwing that hard and like sidearm as well.
Hmm.
Man, I wouldn't want to face that guy. Hell
Did I
no.
tell you I saw that guy at a concert? He's a
you?
photographer now.
Oh, is he? Oh, that's true. He is a photographer.
Who?
Yeah,
Randy
I-
Johnson?
Randy Johnson.
Yeah, I went to
What?
I went to a Slipknot concert when I lived in LA. I went
That
in,
food crochets too.
San Bernardino, and I saw him, and I looked at my buddy, and I was like, "Dude, that's Randy Johnson." He was like, "No, it's not." And I didn't say anything. I wanted to go up to the guy and be like, "Are you Randy Johnson?" You know, but my buddy was like, "No, don't do that. It's not him."
Oh
And then
man, you
later
should
I go
have.
on Slipknot's website, and I'm looking at the pictures, and at the bottom it says Randy Johnson. on the
Dude, I don't think it was Slipknot. It was In Sync, man. Come on, dude.
Don't be lying. We know what music you
If
listen
it was
to.
NSYNC, I would admit that shit because they're freaking tight.
Oh, there
Yeah.
you go, man. Yeah, I'm more of a Justin Timberlake. Yeah, I would go.
I'm more of a female pop. I like Britney, baby. It's Britney,
baby.
bitch.
All right, we got another question. We got another question from Fantasy Scholars. Who would you take, Jake Arrieta or Stroman?
Stroman.
Stroman?
Yeah.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Arrieta's
Really?
done, man. Arrieta.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
but you don't think Jake Arrieta will relive or will be pumped to be in Chicago again, man?
I know there's a couple of people like that too. What's his name? Paxton? Is it Shane Paxton going back to the Mariners?
Yeah, he's back to the Mariners.
Yeah,
James,
yeah.
James Paxton.
Yeah.
Is that? Oh, okay. Yeah,
James. Yeah.
yeah. He's going back. And
Dude, back.
Arietta, Chris Archer going back to Tampa.
Going back to Tampa.
No, so
They might
maybe,
spark
man.
up that. They might get that spark
Yeah,
back.
you never know.
They're going to
You
a
never
team
know.
that they know, they're familiar with their stadium, and they've pitched there before.
Yeah,
Uh,
but I agree with Will though. I agree with Will 100%. I would much rather have Marcus Stroman, just because he's been more on the steady line. Is something that more consistent. Where with Jake Arrieta, we're definitely seeing a decline.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
A steady decline.
Hey man, I can't hate on the beard, dude. I just got to go with the beard guy, and that's
Arrieta.
Arrieta, man. Yeah, Jake.
All right,
Arrieta.
all
He does
right.
have a
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah.
Sweet beard.
Hey, Raul said that Randy Johnson, the bird destroyer, and then
Oh.
the fantasy scholar, give me Ariana Grande. So
he's younger than us. That's why.
yeah, he's younger, dude.
Yeah,
You don't know. You don't know, man.
Hey,
You
you know
don't
what's
know.
crazy though? So my kid watches this show called Victorious on Nickelodeon, and Ariana Grande is on that show, and I was like, oh shit, it's Ariana Grande. I didn't realize that she was on TV before. I only knew her from
That
just her
booty shaking video.
videos and exactly. But she's actually been on a couple of TV shows, Victorious and Sam and Cat.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're
I
like,
know.
what? Jasper just said that brings back memories in the 90s, Maddox, Glavin, Hoffman, and Randy Johnson.
Oh, Braves fan, huh?
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, hey, Fantasy Scholar just said that he can see Arrieta having a better season just from
Sheer will.
Oh, okay.
from what?
Sheer will.
Sheer will. There you go. You should know about that willpower.
Yeah, you should know.
So Jasper says that he had Maddox, Glavine, Hoffman, and Randy Johnson for 3 straight years. So this guy's been playing fantasy baseball since like 15 years ago.
I know, since you had to use a pen and paper and shit.
Or touch screens.
Yeah, this fool
Yeah.
was sketching stats on stones.
Dude, we were playing backyard baseball in that time. I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
stickball, remember?
I don't remember fantasy baseball. Like fantasy baseball to me is new, not too new, but it's probably like 7-8 years, right? That's how long we've been doing it. It's just I don't
Tony
remember
got
seeing.
stuck.
What is it?
Tony got stuck. He's not.
He's not moving. What happened? He probably had a internet problem.
connection again.
Yeah. Fantasy scholars say he's a classic rock. Yeah, us too, man. We love the Doors. Credence. I mean, Will is more into the pop sensations. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's
Dirty
into
pop.
more. Hope Tony gets back in, man. Hope he gets disconnected and then gets back in, because that's what happened to me once. Remember, I got stuck for a while and then I had to log off and log back in.
Jeez, Jasper says that he had a keeper league in the 90s.
Oh, really?
Damn.
Whoa. Oh man, watch him beat everybody here in this league.
I know,
dude.
Man.
He's a veteran, man.
Seriously,
Watch
but, hey,
out,
Jasper. If you still listening, how many championships have you won?
dude.
Just,
You
just
didn't
out of
ask that. You
curiosity.
didn't ask that before you let him in the
No,
league.
I know. What are you thinking?
I was waiting.
Pink Floyd Zeppelin, yes,
No,
yes, fire.
He's supposed to come back on the show, or he's supposed to come on the show soon, right? So I was gonna wait to ask him all this stuff,
Jeez. All right.
Oh
You don't have-
man, now
so that
Will
way
got
all of us
stuck.
would find out all this stuff at the same time.
Oh man,
I got stuck.
Yeah, I got stuck for a little bit, just a
Oh,
little
my
bit.
bad.
And it's my turn right now. I'm probably gonna get stuck for a little bit too. Pink Floyd and Zeppelin, yes. Led Zeppelin for sure, dude. Um, love those bands.
I like Floyd too, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Pink Floyd, dude. Aerosmith, AC/DC, everybody. Oh, just
Ooh,
Jasper just
Hell's
put it on there.
Bells. My God, guys, that's a real thing. Don't do
Oh
it.
my God, what are you talking about?
That's an actual thing. I don't know if you guys know ever heard of the actual I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that the meaning behind the song Hell's Bells was behind there's this plant called angel trumpets. And you
Yeah.
can grab the flowers from this plant and turn them into a tea, which ends up becoming a hallucinogen.
Wow.
When you turn the flowers from this plant named angel bells, and drink it, the tea pretty much becomes hell's bells.
Oh
And
man.
dude, it's a real thing. Don't do it, guys.
And
That's
you've
it.
never done it, right,
Drugs
Tony?
are bad.
You're
I'm
just
telling
talking. You're just talking from talking to other
a
people, right?
story, a fable I heard.
All right, all right. All right. So Sam said he just traded Beaver and Bell for Cole. Oh my God,
Oh,
he's
that's
trading
great.
everybody. That's
That's
so
great.
great. Oh my
Who,
God,
who, who,
he just traded Beaver and Bell, Josh
For
Bell
Cole.
for Garrett Cole.
That is great. That is
That
great.
is really good.
Really
That is
good.
really good. Yeah, especially when Bell's going like, what is he, like 180?
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
something.
average draft pick is like
Yeah.
pretty low. I think Bell's gonna be really good. Um, but dude, that's a steal.
That is a steal.
133, 133. That's around like what, 11, 12,
Mm-hmm.
something like
Dude.
that, right?
And then Fantasy Scholar just said that 10 years from now we're gonna be drafting holograms. And
We're
I'm
gonna be
pretty sure.
playing ourselves,
Did you
bro.
guys see
That's
that
pretty.
the hologram of Tupac that he had a concert as a hologram?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
at
that. I've seen
Coachella.
that at Coachella. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
that.
yeah. Oh, Polar just jumped in. He said, "Which relief pitcher has the best what walkout song
Song? Do they still do that?
Yeah, I don't know about relief pitchers, but they still have walkout
for
songs.
closers?" Right. I remember Trevor Hoffman had that. What's that bell? What's it called? Damn, what's the name of that song? Can't even think of it. I know Eric Gagne had "Welcome to the Jungle." That was a badass song. I
You
love
got to
that
be
one.
in the stadium to hear
To
that.
really feel it, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
to really hear it.
When it's on TV, like you hear the walk-up songs for batters, but you don't really hear the walkout songs for pitchers too much.
No,
Like a lot of times it'll be a commercial break, and then you'll see they're throwing like their last like two warm-up pitches, and by that time the song's already done.
Polar, do
yeah.
you mean right now or all time, man? Because to me it was when I heard that guitar riff from Welcome to the Jungle, I knew Eric Gagne was coming out and it was game over. That's it. No other inning. We get 3 outs and we're out. There's no other closer from the Dodgers that I can actually be like, oh, cool. He's coming out. We're done. We don't have to worry about this crap. There's other closers, of course, that I've heard their music and there's pretty dope too. But I don't feel like as excited as I did because I'm a Dodger fan, like I said. But like, yeah, man, that one will be dope. Javier just joined. What up? How's it going, man? Thanks
Hi.
for joining the show.
So
We've been
Jasper said that he has 5 championships in the past 12 years.
Who?
Jasper.
Hey Jasper, sorry to inform you, but you have just been kicked out of the league.
man. Oh man, that's crazy. Hey, so what walkout song would you guys have? You know, I guess coming out as a batter or whatever song you guys. I mean, I don't know what song you guys would pick.
Oh, I don't know. That's a
That's
good question. If
that
I was
is.
like a real baseball player, damn, that would be even harder.
I probably have Down with the Sickness by Disturbed.
Why you're sick?
That shit would get me pumped, dude. That shit would get me super pumped. I used to I used to listen to that when I would go to the gym.
Really?
I don't go
Something.
to the gym anymore.
I honestly wouldn't know what to put. Like I have
Yeah.
so many songs that
And you
like
gotta
right
pick
now,
like a little portion of the song because they're not gonna play the whole thing. They're just gonna
I'll
play
ha-
like a
It's
X
like
split, like
less than 2
a little
seconds.
clip.
dude, I'll have like 3 songs playing in a remix. I'm like
Yeah.
remix, and I'll take my time. That's how I shoot.
Hey, Callie Jansen has a good one. Cali Love.
California Love. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a pretty good
yeah,
And
one.
Bellinger has Welcome to the Hotel California.
Oh shit,
yeah.
my boy. I just googled it by the way. My boy Aroldis Chapman he comes out to one of my favorite bands growing up. Uh, Rage Against the Machine. Wake Up.
Yeah,
So
Wake Up. I love that one.
just on that note, man,
That's Bueller, right? Bueller comes out to Wake Up,
oh, he
right?
does,
Does he?
I think. Oh, is it
or
Bueller
maybe
or
it's
Chris
just
Taylor?
is it Bulls on Parade though?
One of them. There's a bunch of Rage
Uh,
songs popping up, like for different players. So yeah,
yeah,
I think I would do Rage. I think I have Rage right here. So
yeah. I was thinking like Godzilla
yeah.
Killer. That'd be cool.
Raul said, "Why can't be we? What is it? Oh, why can't be we friends?"
Who said that?
Raul.
Raul. Oh,
Raul.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was Javi.
Metallica's
I think Javi's favorite song is Daddy Shark.
no Baby Shark. Baby Shark.
Oh, it's Baby Shark.
Yeah. Jasper said Metallica Seek and Destroy. So pretty dope.
Yeah, that's good.
Got a lot
Oh,
of
man.
rock fans on the show today.
Yeah, that's dope, man. I think Tony, I think you will walk out to one of those boy band songs,
Yeah.
wouldn't you? You want it that way? Or
I'll probably have you guys do you guys remember the parody? Oh, what's his name? I forget the name of the movie, but the name of the song was Backdoor Lover. That's my song.
Dang, I think
What?
hey Will, we should leave Tony
Back-
we should leave Tony alone here. You got a concert going and everything.
Heck
Man.
yeah. You guys know, let me try to find it. It's so
Yeah, try.
funny. Backdoor Lover. You guys need to look it up, bro. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
It
it's crazy. It's
I mean, oh, it's from Josie and the Pussycats. You guys remember that movie?
I remember that
Oh,
movie.
no?
I remember
Oh,
that movie. I
dude,
think
those
I was
girls are
like,
hot, bro.
oh, then I'm not. That's not. I didn't see that
Josie
movie.
and the
I
Pussycats.
remember working at Blockbuster when that movie came out. But
You
I
were at
never,
Blockbuster. People don't even know what Blockbuster is.
What the hell,
Hold
bro?
on, dog. I think you've revealed my age right now.
Hey man, that's crazy. Like what's the all-time favorite girl movie like for you guys? Like what I know there's a girl movie that you guys like. Just go ahead and say like
A girl
what's your
movie?
favorite? Yeah, there's a
Fuck.
girl like you said Josie and the Pussycats. I never
Hey,
seen
those
that.
girls are hot, bro.
Huh?
Mean Girls.
Oh,
That
dude,
shit
yeah,
is
me
dope,
too.
dude. That shit is
Me
dope.
too, man. I'm thinking of putting that I want my pink shirt back on here. Next show I'll do that. Yeah, Blockbuster, dude. I
I'm
remember
listening to the song
Blockbuster.
right now, by the way.
Yeah.
Backdoor
Blockbuster,
Lover.
dude, that's a long time ago. It's a really long time ago. That's been when I think that was a steroid era, right? In
No.
baseball? When yeah.
Actually, it was.
Yeah. I remember going into
I wasn't working
Blockbuster
there back then, though. I started in like 2003. I
like
think.
before they closed. What year they closed? Like 2006, 2007, something like that.
No, because I was still working there for a couple years after my kid was born. So I want to say it was probably like 2009 that it closed.
Blockbuster
Damn.
smelled like popcorn, dude. I remember walking in. I was like, "Oh man, that smell like just
The
getting you
Blockbuster
ready."
I worked at smelled like something else too.
What the hell?
Well, tell us what it smelled like. We can't. I didn't work there, so I don't know, man.
So, I mean, it was California, and you know what Californians do.
Oh yeah, I mean, we don't, but we don't. Other
We
people do.
don't. Yeah.
Other people do. Hey, I just want to take this opportunity for everybody that's listening. I know we got a little bit off topic talking
Yeah,
about
way I'm talking.
everything. But I think it's just reminiscing on a lot of things sometimes when you go back and you just get stuck on certain things, like you just want to talk about them, and when you're live like we're doing right now and we have the interaction that we have, like thank you by the way by liking the video and subscribing and actually staying on this long. I know sometimes we get carried away, but it's all fun and games, and that's why we're doing it. We're doing it to actually just have a conversation. You guys ask questions, and we'll try to answer as best as we can. And if we don't answer as best as we can, like we're sorry for that, but we're
Yeah.
trying to get there. We're trying
Yeah.
to get to the point where
Well,
everything we say is going to be like, oh yeah, you make a good point, and
you
that's
get
really
three
valid.
different perspectives, right? Because all
Yeah.
three of us have our own opinions. Sometimes we agree and sometimes we don't.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm.
I think was it Sam earlier? He
Yeah.
just traded he made that trade with Bieber because I think he was just listening to us talk about that.
Yeah. It's
Who knows?
pretty
You
cool.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully he subscribed, man. I like to do that. We had another guy on the previous show. He was asking a lot of questions too, and
Oh yeah,
too.
I wanted to hit him up and just
Felix.
let him know. Yeah, let him know that we were coming
Yeah.
on. I
Yeah.
forgot though.
Cheech and
Hey,
Chong,
so
man, for sure. Cheech and Chong.
Jasper is
Yeah.
asking another question.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Yeah. Go
saying
ahead.
Dane Dunning, Lance McCullers, or Dustin May.
Dustin May.
Dane Dunning, Lance McCullers, or Dustin May. Lance McCuller is almost injury prone, so I'm kind of like, eh.
He is.
Danny
Every season,
Dunning
right?
is he had a pretty good rookie year with the White Sox. Um,
But
and
Dustin May
and
to me, Dustin May to me, it's looking like fire right now. Did you guys see him on spring training?
Oh, okay.
yeah, I don't
Dude,
know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like passing on those guys. But like, see, like if you're in a league where it's just nothing but pitchers, you can probably get away with like May and stuff like that. But I don't know. I almost feel like
you're running low on energy. You're like,
McCullers, man. Even though he's like injury prone, it's because I don't know. That's a really good question, man. Those three guys are pretty much a toss up, you know. Like, is Dustin May gonna be the actual guy that's gonna be the bridge between the starting pitching and the relief pitching, um, 3 days out of the week, 4 days out of the week? Because then he becomes extremely valuable.
Yeah.
You know, a guy that's gonna be pitching about 2 innings, maybe 3 times out of the week. That's 6 innings. That's almost a full game, you know. And then he may not even he can qualify for the win or the loss, but more than likely he's going to qualify for a win because let's face it, they're the Dodgers, you know. Most
yeah,
of
they
the
got
time if he does get losses, it'll be very few in between. You know, so I really like that question. It's a loaded question, man, because McCullers is injury prone, and then Dunning probably hasn't really proven himself, and then Dustin is on a great team, but we still don't know his actual role. I like that question, man. Jasper.
That's the
Jasper knows what's
problem.
up, bro. He's
Yeah, he
smart.
does for sure. I think
dude.
that for Dustin May, out of these three guys, Dustin May is the best pitcher. He's the best all
Yeah.
around. And if he had a for sure starting pitcher job with the Dodgers, then it would be a no brainer. You go after Dustin May. But I think the only one that actually is a surefire starting pitcher is going to be Lance McCullers.
Yeah.
And out
Yeah.
of the three, I would go with McCullers just because
Hmm.
that's guaranteed at least 6 innings every week, unless he doesn't, go all the six in his start. But he's going to be a starting pitcher. They don't
but
have
he gets
anybody
injured a
else.
lot though, man.
Yeah.
He does get injured a lot, but I feel like this past season he was kind of like getting back into shape because I think he had surgery in
I think
2008,
you're right. Yeah.
something like that. He was coming back from injury, and this past season his ERA was a little inflated, but he still has amazing stuff, dude. His I don't know if it's a sinker or a two seamer, but his ball has so much movement on it, dude. I think that's why he really got hurt in the first place, just because of the whip that he puts on the ball. But 2021, I trust this guy a little bit more than I did 2 years ago when he was a little more injury prone, because this is going to be post surgery. So I think he's going to come back a little bit stronger.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember McCullers getting injured in
Yeah.
he got great stuff. I'm not saying he doesn't. But you you're gonna I don't know. He had surgery. Was it shoulder surgery or was
I
it
think
Tommy
so.
John?
I really can't remember, but I do remember him kind of being um injured quite a few times in like either probably like one time every season, you know. But I mean,
Every
you can
Dodgers pitcher.
Yeah.
you know that happens to everybody. Kershaw, Bueller,
All right.
you
Mhm.
So
know.
it says neck nerve irritation in 2020. He had Tommy John surgery in 2018. So that's why he was gone for 2019.
19.
And then
Yeah.
he comes back in 2020, which usually after you're recovered from Tommy John, you're on an innings limit anyway. So I feel like it was a great year for him to come back and kind of get stretched out because
Oh,
he
that's
had the
true.
ability to go 200 innings anyway. So now that he has been a little bit stretched out after his surgery, I think that in
Yeah.
2021 could actually be his year where he come back stronger than ever.
Yeah.
As long
I
as
think
you got that
he's actually
accuracy
he's
dialed up.
probably a good comeback candidate.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Especially because they're going to be relying on him a lot with Verlander gone. They got
and
Framber Valdez. They got Grant.
he's gone.
Yeah,
Farmer Valdez is
exactly.
gone.
Exactly.
Forrest Whitley, is that
Uh,
his name? The
yeah,
prospect that
he's
I
gone
think
too.
is, yeah, he's gone too.
He's
He
gone.
Yeah, so they're
Hey, but
really,
Verlander's coming back before
no, he's
the
not.
All-Star break, isn't he?
No,
You
he's out for
sure?
this full
I
season.
doubt it.
He waited too long to have surgery.
Yes,
He thought
exactly.
he thought he was still in his
He was
20s,
trying to
thinking that,
work through it. I think the
yeah,
surgery happened in like August or September.
yeah, it was
That
like
means that
already
he's
like
not
towards
even
the end
going to
of the
be able to.
season.
He's
If he
not
would
even
have,
going to be able to pick up a ball until towards the end of the season.
yeah, he's
Fresh
not coming
Gaming,
back.
what's up? Fresh Gaming, he just showed up. How's it going?
What's up,
Uh,
man?
yeah, dude, it's I remember them saying that he was gonna come back, but man, yeah, you're right. We're not as young as we used to, and he's what 38, 38, right? Um,
McCullers,
Verlander?
no, Verlander.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's old.
Verlander's like, yeah, I want to say he's 38 because I remember him being 37 last year. So it should be.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
There,
sorry, Will. Jasper, I really couldn't help you, but if I had to like ultimately come down with the decision, I agree with Will. Probably just Lance McCullers, kind of take that roll of the dice, just because he is gonna be probably assured a starting position. Whereas opposed to the Dane Dunning will also be uh granted the starting position, but
and I believe that's
there's a
where
lot of
Jasper was
question
kind of leaning
marks.
to. That's where
There's a
Jasper was leaning to. Like, he was leaning more
Danny
to
Dunning.
Dunning.
He's
Yeah.
he's really good. I like what he did and with the White Sox. Oh well,
Hmm.
he's a White Sox fan, right? I
Yeah.
think I
Yeah.
think that's why he knows him.
Well,
Because
not
not a
only
not
that, but they just got Lance Lynn. So with Lance Lynn being added to the rotation, do they really have a spot for this guy still in the?
no, Dan Dunning went to the Rangers.
Went to the
Oh, did he?
Rangers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But see, look, that's what scares me too. They don't have defense. They've never been known for defense. They've always been known for like a power offense, but that's when the power actually shows up,
Yeah.
you know?
Hmm.
Ever since
Um,
Beltre left, that team has gone. I mean, it was never really great with
yeah,
Beltre to begin with, but once he
Yeah.
retired, the team just kind of went downhill just a little bit more.
yeah. So just to answer your question,
Hmm.
I think we all agree with Lance McCullers. But yeah, Dan Dunny's not a bad choice either. But he'll probably won't get you as many wins as probably Lance would, just because of the starting cast behind Lance McCullers. He's gonna have
Yeah.
better defense and a little better offense than the Rangers will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jasper just said Dunning may go to the bullpen for a bit.
Oh yeah, that's true too. I think I heard that too.
See, but this is a complicated question. Like you guys,
Yeah.
Tony, you went really deep into it. To be honest, with Dustin May, and not only Dustin May, he has to compete with Gonsolin because Gonsolin has a starting
Dude,
spot
everybody, he has
either.
got to compete with
Well,
everybody.
and now
Exactly.
David Price might not even be in the rotation.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Jimmy
yeah, he
Nelson,
might.
that's my ultimate sleeper.
Yeah.
It's
So
a stacked lineup, man. But you want to be the Dodgers and have this type of problem, you know?
Yeah, it's a good.
Uh, yeah, it's a good
I wouldn't
problem to
want to
have.
be. I wouldn't want to have that headache though, having all these divas come to you and be like, "Hey, I want to be a starter. I want to be a
I want to
starter."
be a starter.
And you're the coach, and you're like, "Man, you know what, David Price, you pitched like shit today, dude. Like, I'm gonna
Yeah,
put Gonsolin next time." And then Gonsolin throws 2 innings and he gets rocked, and you're like, "Damn, what do I do?
yeah,
I'll go Dustin May next." You know?
yeah. And you know what I kind of like. You know how I think it was this last season or the season before that where they started having bullpen starters. You know what I mean? Or
The
bullpen
opener.
games where
Yeah,
it's just three pitchers per the game. I think that's uh a good setup,
yeah,
because it'll keep everybody like on their toes. and then you can give those guys 3, 4 innings. You know what I mean? Which
Yeah.
is
But
probably the new norm. For a lot of these pitchers, they're only going five innings nowadays.
but
You
then the
know,
problem becomes a lot of these starting pitchers have their routine to start the game, and they're not used to coming out of the pen. So when they do come out of the pen, a lot of times it messes up with their routine. They get out of their comfort zone and they don't pitch as well.
get
Yeah.
them started now.
Yeah. Um, dude, if we don't have anything else to say, I
Well,
think we ran out of. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Crush
Before
Gaming
you,
is asking if we're gonna do live on Friday again. Actually, I think we're gonna be changing the day, right? We're gonna
we're
be
gonna
going
be changing the
Saturday.
day to Saturday. Saturday,
Sa-
right,
Saturday?
guys?
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys want to pick a time right now, so that way we can kind of let everyone know.
Ooh, the time.
I don't know.
I am available all day because I'm 3 hours ahead of you guys, and I get off of work at 11:30. So I'll be home around noon my time, which is 9 o'clock a.m. your time.
Who? Tony, you can spark up or say. Actually, Saturday
Wake
I'm
and
gonna go.
bake.
I'm gonna go do my taxes. Yeah, California. We got to do our taxes. Got to do my taxes on Saturday. So maybe if we can do it a little earlier. I mean, it's gonna. I don't know. We can
I don't
probably do
know.
it.
What about Friday? What's wrong with Friday? Well,
I'm going back to work on Saturdays instead of Sundays now. So Saturday night, no, I'm sorry, Friday night, I'll be in bed by 7, which is 4 o'clock your
probably that's when I get home from work.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
you get home at 10. 'Cause-
Eastern time.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Eastern
Yeah.
time. So I'll be asleep for 3 hours already by the time you get home.
Sorry.
But
Hey,
I'm
let's
off.
ask the viewers if we should wake Will up.
Yeah, yeah. Would Will wake up to the show on Friday,
I
this
don't
Friday,
know.
and then we'll
I,
move it to Saturday
yeah.
because
I wish
well,
we
I
could have a
don't know.
solid answer for you guys. I mean, we got to do Tuesdays. Tuesdays will normally be our live days, I think.
Yeah,
Um, we would definitely want to add more, just because I think we all have a really good time. Just interacting with the uh, viewers at home and stuff like that.
yeah,
So I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I can't answer you right now. But Saturday, Tuesdays definitely. But
yeah.
I don't know.
We'll
Follow
if
us on Instagram.
yeah, follow us on Instagram. We're gonna go ahead and put the times. I know we didn't put this one. We didn't put this show on Instagram, but I do
I
think
did
we're
right
gonna.
before we started.
We did okay, so we're gonna start doing that from now on. We'll do it from the get go, but we need to talk about it because we have different times. We're in different time zones, so we gotta kind of have to
Yeah.
organize this thing, and then yeah. So we'll get back to you on that. We'll do it on
Sorry,
Instagram,
man.
and yeah,
We're all
I
grown
wish we could
ups.
do that.
This
Yeah,
guy over here talking about his taxes. This guy
I got
talking
it.
about work.
I gotta do grown. Hey, I gotta do grown folk stuff, man.
Hey,
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah,
eventually, if all goes well, this will be our work, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, hopefully, man. Hopefully.
Whatever it is, man. We just want to have fun, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
everyone starts somewhere, just like John Boy, right?
John Boy
Yeah, John
started
Boy
somewhere
was in the business for like 5, 10 years or something
10
like that.
years.
Like a long time. A
10
long
years
before
time.
he got.
he actually like could quit his job and do this full time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's doing he got verified actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Not too long
cool.
ago.
You guys
I've dude, we've been seeing a lot of podcasts. We've been seeing a lot of little shows like that. Everybody that's doing it, like I have nothing against anybody, dude. Like honestly, all the work that we
uh,
put in is the same work that they're putting in, and I have nothing but love and respect for that, dude. Because it's really hard to do a lot of things that we're doing. It's not,
time
it's not.
consuming, man.
It's time consuming.
Time
It's
consuming.
fun. It's fun when you're doing it, but I've like editing and doing pictures and answering questions and dude,
Yo, those
it's
Instagram posts, man, those take me like hours or sometimes days,
I
dude.
know we're a little bit older, so we're not as tech savvy.
Well,
And
not
some
only
of
that,
fresh
but
gaming
I
just
got my
fresh gaming
4-year-old,
just said it's
so
all about the grind.
yeah, man. Fresh
I'm
gaming.
playing, Mario Party and Rock Band, and then going outside and playing catch, and then I come back inside, and then I'm trying to do edits, and then I can edit for like a half hour, 45 minutes. I do it on my breaks and my lunch breaks when I'm at work. So
Yeah.
I try to do as much as I can, but it takes time. Got to
And
find the
we, I don't
right
know if I said it
picture.
right. And we said, "Hi, father." I don't know who's
Ooh,
Who's the
I'm
father?
somebody's daddy.
Yeah, we'll get back to you, like I said, to the time and the day. If you guys don't have anything else to say, do you guys, Will and Tony?
Nah. Just make sure you give us a follow. Subscribe to our stuff and
Stuff.
yeah. I mean, we're pretty much on all the main ones except like
Except
Facebook.
Facebook.
Facebook, they're a bunch of haters.
I know.
Bunch of
They kicked
commies.
us out. They keep kicking us out. We're just gonna have to fix that, but
Yeah,
we'll fix it one day. One
digital
day.
We might have
gulag over
to do.
there.
We might have to
Huh?
just change the name because we keep on going with Real Talk Baseball. Maybe we do like the Twitter and just do our Talk Baseball.
No,
Well,
dude, because I did the
not so
RTB and then I
real.
posted the same
Oh, you
picture
know what it is?
because of the picture.
It's your IPA, man, or not IPA, or your
You're
IP
drinking over
address.
there. The IP address. You're over there drinking
It's a
IPAs, maybe.
it's IPA.
All
It's an
right, Tony,
IPA.
you're the one that's gonna have to start it then, since they already know our RPAs.
Our RPAs.
IPA. Will, you have something to say?
If you guys have questions, we're here to answer any questions you may have, just like we did on the show. You can email us at realtalkbaseball@yahoo.com. You can check us out on Instagram, Real Talk Baseball, and you can message us on there, comment on our pictures, ask us anything you want, and we will try to answer to our best abilities.
And we also have a Spotify, what do you call it, channel or whatever
Show.
it is, right? The show. I don't know if you guys want to hear us or have our recorded audio. We have it on Spotify. I'm still trying to get onto Apple, man. It's just you have to subscribe to some things, dude, and it's kind of like I don't know if I should do that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and see what I can do with all that
Yeah.
stuff. And once we do get allowed into Apple or other source of podcasts, we'll let you guys know here and on Instagram. Yeah, if there's nothing else to say, I'm Carlos Baseball. This is Willpower and Tony Snap. Real Talk Baseball. Signing